So the main manager at my old job threatened me, and I have it on record. He also claims that I owe the company £2,000. And because of all of this, I ended up leaving that job. Only after I had another job lined up, of course, because in this current job market, you don't leave a job without having another job lined up. What is going on, my beautiful supporters? Now, listen, I know a lot of you guys want to know more about how I went legit, what I've got going on. With my personal life, I try to be as transparent with you guys as I can, but there's certain things I will just, just like, bro, like, I'm just going to keep it off the internet. But I'm going to break down what exactly happened at this job. And I'm not going to say which company it is, simply because they haven't come after me for the money yet. If they do try and come for the money, then I've got journalists' phone numbers that I'm going to get in contact with. I'm going to make a video. I'm going to use my platform. You know what I mean? And I'm going to expose the manager who threatened me because I have it recorded. And one thing I will advise to you guys, okay, because I've had 4 jobs in my life. Or was it 5? There's 4 I can remember. McDonald's, View Cinema, Tesco delivery driver that I did for a couple of months in 2022 when I wanted to go legit for a little bit, but I just gave it up. I was still traveling and stuff, and I didn't go to shifts and stuff, and I didn't even tell them I left. I don't even know what happened there. I don't even know if I'm still employed there technically. And then there's this self-employed delivery driving job. Now, I think the whole model itself is a scam because they sell you dreams. They say, oh, this is your own business. Oh, you get other drivers and it's your own. This is just complete nonsense, you know. They keep trying to, like when I was there, they kept trying to sell to me, oh, it's your own business. It's your own business. I was not buying it, bro. I'm thinking, yeah, this BS probably works a lot of the time, but I see through this BS. It's BS. And about a month after me, because I have an economics degree, I was looking for jobs along those lines. I think I had like 2 in-person interviews and I had like 5 online interviews. And after, it was so draining. Like, honestly, another reason why people put up with a lot more BS at jobs is because getting another job the process itself is so draining. Like to work at McDonald's, View, when I was like 16 at them times, it was still a whole interview process that wasn't too bad. But it's McDonald's and View, you know what I mean? Like for a job that has a degree requirement, bro, the process, the step is just so draining. And going through all of that to get rejected, I can't lie, guys. I folded. I said, I'm just not doing this because I have aunties who've all worked in offices and they've all told me the same thing. I mean, obviously they're black women, so they're gonna have the worst experience you can have in an office. If you don't know what I'm talking about, just ask a black woman who works in an office to tell you the truth. And yeah, that's all you need to do. If you know, you know. So at that point, my plans changed. I said, screw it. You know, I'm just going to go for a delivery driving job, you know, jobs that you can just walk into. Because in 2022, when I was working for Tesco's, the job was actually so easy. Like, it was actually such a bakey job. I'm not sure what it's like for other supermarkets, but supermarket delivery driving job, they've probably added a few things and made it a little bit more work because that's what jobs always do. It's like schools. The longer things go, they add these new rules that just make your job more difficult, less fun. It's annoying. But from what I can remember, Tesco, easy, bakiest job ever. So easy, so chilled out. So I went into this self-employed delivery driving job thing expecting similar, but no. I'll even slap some, if I can find them on the screen. Do I have that, do I have those videos? I'm just charging up this little vlogging phone that I was using that I got all of the clips on because... All right, guys. Yeah, still on the job. We're on week 2 of this job now. It's not too bad. They've given me less packages. I've always had a passion for this content thing. Like, my plan was I'm going to work this job. I'm going to get a second job, night job at a hotel or something. I'm going to stack like mad. I'm going to record the whole experience. Like, whatever plan it was, it involved doing this content thing because this has always been my passion. It's always been what I know I've wanted to do. And I have no problem working a job while doing it because I've been posting every day since November. If you're a delivery driver, you know later in the year around them times, that's when it's like the busiest times. So I was coming back like 8, 9 o'clock sometimes after waking up at 6, 7 a.m. but I was still posting a video every single day. Told you guys, I do it for the love of the game, man. Love the game, love the hustle. Even if I'm getting 10 views, I'm still posting content because that's 10 people who are watching my stuff, bro. I feel honored to entertain you guys. Honestly, please, guys, if you could give the video a like, honestly, because I love all of you, man. Genuinely, bro. Honestly. Like, thank you so much, guys. Thank you. So I go to this depot for an interview. And it wasn't even an interview, all right? It was pretty much when can you start type of thing, you know? Like, the guy explained to me the process. Yeah, you lease a van from us. Oh, you can make 60 grand a year. And he kind of had me sold, you know? I'm thinking, cool. I sign up to this thing. I work my ass off, you know, literally. I'm ready to just work like a dog for years. Like me, I'm somebody who, I consider myself a hustler, you know what I mean? Like, doesn't matter what the hustle is, like, if I need to do it, I'll do what I need to do to have money, bro. Like, me being rubbed out, like, no, bro. You know what I mean? I'll find a way to get money. Legally now, that's the plan. That was what I put in my mind, so cool. Legally, if I've got to work 7 days a week and have no life, and then after that shift, go and do a night shift in a hotel and barely have any sleep, and bruv, I'll do it. Like, I don't have a problem doing that. Now with this company, okay, which I'm not gonna say unless they try and come for this money that they think I owe them, which we're gonna get to. It was something like 15 or 1600 pounds a month for the van. Yeah, but if you're doing a certain amount of stops, XYZ, if you're a delivery driver, you know what I'm talking about, then you can be making like 250 pounds a day. And if you're working 7 days a week, guys, after like 5-6 days, like you've paid off the van, rest of the month is pro Z. So I'm thinking, sweet. So I get into it, and this delivery company, bro, like they work you like it was not what I thought, bro. I'm thinking it's like Tesco, bro. In this place, no, it's the Wild West, bro. My packages are all everywhere, like all around the depot. When I come in there, bro, I'm having to go find my packages. I'm having to scan them, I have to label these packages. Cool. It's not where in my bay. It's not where it's meant to be. They keep telling me they're gonna get it sorted, bro. It never got sorted. I was there for like 7 months. It never got sorted, bro. I'm arriving in the depot at 6:30 a.m. Because of their delays, I could have come an hour later and had more sleep. This happens so many times, you know. Managers are useless. This is why I learned why companies just don't, like, in corporate environments, nothing gets done. Most of it's a mental battle, because it's just a blaming game. If you try to do anything different, try to do anything to speed things up, try to do anything that's not what you've been told to do, if anything goes wrong, blame. You're getting blamed. It's just a blame game. Everybody trying to blame. And it's just like, brother, we're not trying to get these packages out. No, it's just a blame game. And when I clocked that, bro, that's when I proper just, you know, still did what I had to do, but I just took a step back. I'm like, I'm not doing anything extra anymore. First month was hell. I nearly quit like every day. Every single day, I nearly quit this job. I swear down. Like, the area I was in was hella flats, bro. Hella flats. Most of the deliveries I was doing was in flats, bro. And then when I'm messing up, when I'm failing, all this stuff, because they just send you in this area. Nobody trained me in that area. Like, all the training, all the shifts I did, the buddy shifts I did were with other people, bro, in other areas. In the area they sent me to, bro, they just sent me there. No one helped me organize my shit route, nothing. I have to learn all by myself, bro. So when I'm missing time slots and stuff, managers are calling me, oh, what are you doing? Bro, I had to bug out on this manager one time. Like, at first, I'm playing the nice, you know, nice. Being nice, you know, as a black person, the best thing for you to do is just play stupid, play unaware. That's the easiest way for you to survive in the workplace as a black man, I'm telling you. This is advice that my auntie, who worked in corporate offices all her life, has told me. Just be the dumb nigga, trust me. And it's a bliss. I promise you, when you play the dumb nigga, bro, it eliminates 85% of problems you'd face if you weren't playing the dumb nigga, trust me. It's annoying, but dumb yourself down, trust me. But at first, I was, you know, being my genuine self, being nice, respectful and that. But this manager, bro, he started talking to me mad on the phone, and I said, don't fucking talk to me like that. Like, I'm trying Bro, he never spoke to me like that ever again. And I hate that has to happen. Like, in a workplace, I hate that it's like that. Like, why are you trying to push me, bro? Because now I've had to show you. Now you're afraid to look me in the eye when we're walking around. Now you don't even call me when you need to call me. You get other managers to call me now, bro. All because you just don't know you just don't know boundaries. You just don't know basic manners. I find that so irritating, you know. I still think back on that. But yeah, after a month, I nearly quit every day. But I kept telling myself, I'm like, yo, if I quit this, I'm setting the precedent for the rest of my life that I'm going to give up. Nothing worth having comes easy, bro. If it's difficult, bro, push through, persevere. And I just kept telling myself that. I had a week of literal hell, but fam, it helped that I started in the summer, I can't lie. But man, push through, man started to get it, man started to organize the route better. And after a month, bro, easy. I was doing the job like clockwork. It was super easy. So after my first month, I see my paycheck and I'm shocked. For the first week, they were paying me something they called a day rate, yeah? But because it wasn't that busy, all right, I was getting paid way less than the day rate per day. So when I saw that paycheck after I'd worked my ass off for a month, coming home at like 9-10 p.m. every day, they're only giving me 5 days, but 5 days a week coming back at them times, bro. Grafting. The paycheck was just over £1,000. And I'm just like, yo, what is this, bro? And then on top of that, guys, all right, I want you to understand with this self-employed thing, why they even do it, is because the responsibility is on you. If a customer says they didn't receive the package, or you deliver the package to a neighbor and then the neighbor keeps the package, they try and put these problems onto you. They're like, you need to go and resolve this. I said, I'm not going and resolving nothing. I can't lie to you guys. One thing I did, you know, I'm not even going to say this on camera, but I didn't steal. I'm not talking about stealing no packages, innit? Like, just taking responsibility for the packages away from myself. You know what I mean? But I didn't steal nothing I didn't steal no packages from there, bro. From the place I was at, it was impossible to steal packages anyway. But I had no intention of stealing packages because my mindset was fully legit, baby on the way, pattern the hell up, innit? So I couldn't believe the paycheck, but I thought, you know what? Let's give it another month or 2 months. You know, it'll pick up. Things will get better, bro. Things didn't get better. Things got worse. It wasn't that busy, you know? And I'm not talking about November. Like, this is when I started, was like probably around this time last year, you know? I think May I started. But I thought you were at least guaranteed the day rate because we have a van to pay for, but no. And I clocked onto this BS. Manager who I thought, you know what I mean, liked him. You know, I thought he's cool, innit? He's like, oh, Tankz, can you, obviously my name's, he's not calling me Tankz, calling my government name. But he's like, oh, Tankz, I know you're not scheduled to work this Sunday, but can you come in on Sunday? I'm like, yeah, let me come in on Sunday because they're only giving me 5 days a week. So I'm thinking, cool, like, bro, let me do 6 days a week, you know? Let me try to pay for this van quicker. Let me get more bread in my pocket. No, it don't work like that. I'll do the man a favor because he doesn't have anyone for Sunday. Come in, and then Monday, oh, don't come in Monday, or don't come in this day, don't come in that day, or there's nothing there, there's nothing here, this, that. Meanwhile, you're still charging me the same for this bloody van. I didn't even tell you guys for this van. You need to pay for the electricity for the van as well. I need to pay to charge this van. I need to pay for any parking tickets. I need to pay if a customer lies about not receiving the package. I need to pay if a neighbor keeps the package, if a neighbor doesn't give the package to the person. Even if it says to leave it outside, I can leave it in a safe area. If the customer doesn't like the area I leave it in, they can report and get I have to pay for it. They file the claim, all this stuff. But luckily for me, I didn't have to pay for one claim. But my brethren there, his name's Rob. Shout out to you, Rob, innit? You know what's so mad as well, guys? Literally, like this is gonna sound made up, but it's very real, bro. This is why I'm even mentioning Rob. This is why I've even thought to make this video. I'm coming to the studio, yeah. I'm coming to the office, bro. Ahead of me on my floor, I see Rob. I'm like, bro, no way. No way, bro. No way. I'm like, yo, like, bro, we catch up and that. It's all good for him. Like, he delivers to this building is what it's like. It's mad. He's moved to so many different companies. He left this crap company as well while I was still there. He left this crap company before me, but he's been to a few others, but he's doing his thing, man, you know? Shout out to you, Rob, innit, if you're watching this, bro. So the pay is really bad. The pay was so bad. Like, for most of those months, it would have made a lot more sense for me to just be working at Tesco, doing normal shifts at Tesco. Like, it made more sense nearly every single month. But some of the colleagues there, they were cool, you know? A lot of them were cool. I didn't have problems with anyone. I was cool with basically everyone, innit? It's just this one manager there who had the same name as me, yeah? Literally same government name as me, bro. I did not like, bro. Everyone shook at this guy, bro. I took no nonsense of this guy, bro. I remember one day, yeah? He was on his tracking thing, calls me into the office. He's like, you didn't reattempt this delivery when I called you and said to reattempt this delivery. You didn't do this. They weren't, you did. Some BS he said. I said, bro, I did. And he's like, well, on the system, it says this. And I'm like, well, I don't know what it says on your system, but I'm telling you I did. So what are you trying to say? And he had to watch his wording and that. Then all the other managers are looking at me like I'm crazy. I'm thinking, bruv, like, who is this guy? I don't care. I'm telling the truth as well. That's what's annoying me more. I'm telling the truth. It's like, bro, if you're trying to say I'm lying, bro. But I know you won't say I'm lying, bro. And then the next day, the same thing that it said, the same error happened. I forget exactly what it was, something about location in it. But the same error happened the next day when I came back to the depot, yeah? They called me into the office. And this time, their system showed them that they were wrong. And I said, you see? That's exactly what happened yesterday. And the guy was so shamed. But the problem with these places is the management, you know? And I understand management's not an easy thing. I like my brother who works in the office, he recently got a promotion. Congratulations to him. And he's now in charge of like 10 people that he used to be the same rank as, but now he's in charge of them, yeah? And the things he's telling me, bro, it's like management's definitely not easy. It puts you in a difficult situation. You can't be too nice. You can either be too nice and people push you over, or you can be an absolute arse that people don't like, but things get done. But boy, the managers at these places, they're just idiots. I'm not going to even cap to you. Not all of them, but some of them, like the upper ones, they're absolute idiots. They have no understanding of morale, how important morale is. When I have a good day, when I fly, when I deliver everything, like I have a good day, no praise, nothing, you know? And I understand we're grown men, we're adults, you know what I mean? It's what you have to do. If you can see I've had this month, I've not missed anything, I've been on time, like I've done all mad, just a simple, because their job is to literally monitor and check what everybody's doing. So when you're walking past me in the depot one day, literally saying, oh, I've seen your stuff, man, you're doing very well, keep it up. Something little like that. Do you know the impact that has? But never saying that, and then when you make even a tiny mistake that was done to keep up to what they wanted to do, if that makes sense, they're coming for your neck. No, they quit every little. It doesn't help with the morale of the employees. Well, we weren't employees, we were contractors technically. Doesn't help with morale. So when you need something done, I'm gonna say nah. You know, nah. Unless I really met like the managers, only a few managers I'd go the extra mile for, but the majority of them are, can you go and collect? Can you go? No, sorry, no. Nah, sorry, I got, you know what I'm saying? I got to go link this girl. You know, I'm not letting her wait. No, sorry. And even these vans, yeah? They say it's your van, but in the contract and that, if it says if you use the van for anything else, you're going against your contract, you're not allowed to. So I'm paying you lot for your van that I can only use to work for you lot, and if you lot don't have work, I'm left with nothing but my dick in my hand. And there's even one old driver there, who I used to be cool with, yeah. I see him delivering where I run sometimes, innit? I saw him doing the line back thing with his van, innit? He was doing like the line back thing with his van. I haven't said to him, I said, bro, like, be careful, innit? Like, make sure them lot don't catch you and that, bro. It's a bit mad, but especially around this time, it's so like, there's no work, you know? There's no work. And by the way, guys, like, if I don't work, it's like a trap as well, because if I don't work, I don't get paid, the van don't get paid for, and I can go into debt technically, guys, all right? But I'm gonna wrap it up. Right? But you guys get and have an understanding of this. And I urge all of you guys as well. I know everybody has different circumstances. You know, you might be having to take care of multiple family members. You might have children, you know, whatever's going on in life, you know. We're all going through stuff, you know. Me, I've been through mentally, it's a real mental battle for me right now. It's been a mental battle for me for a while. A lot of stuff going on in my personal life, but me, I just keep moving forward. I just deal with it, you know. That's happening, cool. I need to deal with it. That's how I operate. But it's getting to a lot in my personal life now where I'm thinking of going to therapy. Why am I thinking of going to therapy? Because your mental health is as important as your physical health, as important of any health in your body, bro. And I can feel like if I don't, you know, cope with this, if I don't manage this, if I don't work on the mental health before things start to get worse, more stuff starts to happen, then I could crack up. And I can't afford to crack up right now. You know, I can't afford to crack up in general. And so maybe like 10 therapy sessions. You know, therapists are so expensive. It's so expensive. The cheaper ones are online, but I don't want a therapist online. I need to sit down with you, and then in my sessions, I streamline it. I'm like, okay, this, that, like, let's just work on this, you know. Let's just repair my mind in it so we can move forward. Very important, guys. Put yourself first. Even my cousin, who works at a big bar chain for hotels. He works in the hotel bar, big hotel chain. He was never taking any sick days off, even though he was feeling rough. Certain days he would force himself to go in. And I said, cuz, listen, like, just call in sick. You see all the other employees that are there, they do not do more than they need to do. If something goes wrong, if it's not their problem, they're not doing it, which is how you need to be at these jobs, at these big corporations. If you're working for a family business or like a small business, it's different, you know, it's very different. Because, you know, like, you'll know if they actually care about you, you know what I mean? Especially in a small business, if you don't like them, the chances of them hiring you are very low. If you're working for a big company, big chain, bruv, do the bare minimum, do the absolute bare minimum, and put yourself first. I've convinced my cousin, start taking sick days, because he's like, oh, these guys I'm working with are clueless, they don't care, they're doing da-da-da, and I'm like, yeah, you shouldn't care either, bro. It's because he's passionate about his job, he really enjoys what he's doing, you know. And I keep telling him, cuz, either leave, go somewhere else, do something else, because if you stay there, it's not going to change. Or just adapt to it. Don't give a damn. And in your spare time, do something for yourself, you know, work on something you're passionate about. Or if you don't know what your dream is, what your goal is, because luckily for me, I've always known making content, like, that's always been my dream of mine from when I was young. Like, from when I was in like year 7, I've dreamed of this. Even year 6, like, man was making videos, bro, in year 6, you know what I mean? So if you haven't found your calling, you're not sure what your passion is, bro, invest in experiences, invest in things that will open your mind, invest in things that you haven't done before, you know what I mean, to try and find your calling. Because once you find your calling, it's a wrap. It's so easy to motivate yourself when things are your calling, bro. Posting every day on this channel, bro, I don't need to motivate myself at all, because I enjoy doing it. I love this. I love it. I love the game. Love the hustle, man. Love the game. Love the game. Love the hustle, man. And I love all of you guys. If you haven't liked the video, please be sure to give it a like, guys. Thank you very much. Takes no time. Helps boost me up in the algorithm. And it lets me know if you guys enjoy these type of videos or not. Thank you. Anyway, so when did it all go wrong at this job? Now, before I mentally checked out of this job, okay, around, was it October or maybe before that, the van that I had an issue. The back van door was not closing properly. And you know why it wasn't closing properly? It's because managers would be squeezing my door shut to fit packages in there when I was doing, like, you know, when things couldn't fit in the van. They were the ones slamming my van door and closing it and squeezing things in there. It was them, not me. So the door would close, but the beeping would be going on all the time while I'm driving. And me, somebody with Asperger's syndrome, bro, I can't. Like, I'll walk out of this job right now if you make me use this van. I can't do it. So they say, oh my God, cool, we'll book your van in for repair, XYZ, cool. I'm thinking, say no more. Then on one day they tell me, oh yeah, you need to drive the van. You got an appointment at this van repair place, literally in Heathrow Airport. Literally in Heathrow Airport. Drive the van to Heathrow Airport on my own time, not paid for this. Leave it there, and these lot tell me, okay, it'll be fixed in this time, that time. A week later, call them up, nothing. 2 weeks later, call them up. Oh, we're waiting for approval from the company. 3 weeks later, still no approval. A month later, no approval. I've not worked in 4 weeks. I'm getting depressed now. I'm starting to get depressed because one thing about me, I like being useful. When I don't feel useful, I get very depressed very quickly. I need to be useful. I need to be doing something. You know, that gave me purpose. Delivering packages. I know it's delivering packages, but all them people I'm delivering packages to, they wouldn't have that package if I didn't give it to them. Well, they would, but you know what I'm saying. I'm making calls. Manager says, yeah, I'm going to follow up. I'm going to try and get this van sorted. It's just so long. In the meantime as well, I was applying for other jobs. You know, I had other jobs lined up. I had another job lined up for when I left there as well. So I was applying for all types of jobs. You know what I mean? All type of jobs, any type. I just wanted a job. I just wanted another job, bro. I was like, nah, this is it. Like, I'm not about to sit here being a bum, fam. It's a blessing and a curse because that's when I started posting YouTube videos in that time when I was doing that. And, you know, I started posting here and there, getting into it. So, you know, like, it's nothing before it's time, innit? You know, things always work out in the end, man. So things are getting so bad, like not working, and I just literally I get to the phone, the manager, I'm like, listen, I'm just gonna leave this place, you know, like I'm gonna leave. And then he says, oh no, I'll give you another van. You haven't got to pay for that van while it's in the repair shop. Like, I'll focus on that. I'll get that sorted. I'll give you this van. And I'm like, okay, cool, bro. Say no more. This is the same manager who ends up threatening me after as well. Get this other van. It's slightly cheaper to have this van than to have my original van. So I ain't complaining about having this. So I'm using this van for like 3 weeks, 4 weeks. Things are good. You know, things are great. I had a good month that month. I think the month of November, I had a great month. And then the payday before Christmas, the last payday before Christmas was coming up. And with this van, I'd been working my ass off, like taking extra days, like reattempting delivery. Like, I was working my ass off because this is the payday before Christmas. You know what I mean? I'm trying to give my family a lovely Christmas with this legal bread. You know what I mean? Like, that's why I was happy with that. That's always been a dream of mine, like with legal bread. Like, you know what I'm saying? Manager calls me, big manager. Oh, Tankz, your van's ready to pick up from Heathrow Airport. Go and get your van right now. Give us our van back. I'm like, okay, hold on a second. I ain't in no rush to pick up this van. And second of all, since when? What, they fixed it? Wow. You have to go and collect it. Okay. Log into my online thing that shows you how much you're getting paid, bro. I'm not going to show any of this. I'm not going to say which company unless they try and come for me for this BS money. All right. They've been on their best behavior so far because I sent them a very, 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 what do we call it? Direct email, getting straight to the point, showing them where I'm coming from, showing them the angle. So hopefully for their sake, they stay on their best behavior. Tell me why I see charges for like 2.5 grand for a door repair. And I forget the other for a headlight repair. I swear on everything I love, guys, everything I love. Listen, I'm holding the cross when I say this. They charge me like £1,000 for a headlight repair. No headlight was damaged. No headlight had any problem. Nothing. Like nothing. They just made that up. And then obviously as soon as this happened, bro, I call up the main manager. I'm like, what is this? Like, fix this right now. And he's like, oh, well, go and collect your van and then you have to call up this. I'm like, nah, listen, until you resolve this, I'm not collecting no van. Because I know once I collect this van, it's not your problem anymore. And then you don't care. You fix, I showed him, like, obviously I'm not talking to him like this, guys. I'm expressing myself now. I'm somebody who can code switch very easily, all right? And I know how to play my position, especially in a workplace. I know when I need to play my position. This guy's the manager, main manager of this whole depot, all this stuff, bro. I'm a pawn. I'm an employee. I'm nobody to him. I understand that. It's important to understand your position. So I'm talking to him more respectfully, but I'm showing him like I'm not getting that van until this is resolved. So he passes it on to another upper manager, you know, because he wants that van. He wants that van. You know what I mean? That's what they want happening. And even in the middle of the depot, this main manager he tried to, you know, embarrass me, you know, but you have to play the game with these people. You have to play the game. I even put this in the email in front of a manager, in front of all the employees. He says to me, yo, Tankz, that van you have now is not your van. You need to go and get your van. Yep, you have to do it. I'm saying this in front of everybody to make a statement. He didn't say that, but that's how I read it. That's how I interpreted it. So when I'm talking to him, keep in mind, you know, I'm acting like, oh, you said this, you know, you said that, you know, blame game, you know, blame game. That's why things in the workplace don't get done, because it's all freaking mind games the whole time. But in jobs like this, the mind games are just so low level, it's nothing. But in a law firm, bro, can you imagine the mind games in a law firm, bro? That is mad. Anyway, I even try to say to him, like, it's Christmas. Like, how are you going to do this to me at Christmas? Speak to this other manager, this upper manager, this lady as well, actually. Bruv, I've never spoken to anybody more condescending in my life. Like, you know, she's one of them ones where I swear the conversation only needed to be 90 seconds and the convo was an hour. I'm not dragging it. I'm not dragging it. The convo needed to be 1 minute and 30 seconds. She dragged the conversation to 1 hour. It's because like at the workplace, bro, people like that, they just go in full corporate mode, you know? So whenever you ask anything, they're just reading off of a script in their head, you know? They're not actually listening to you, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, I go through that torture, and you know what she tells me? She says, oh, we need to do investigation, blah, 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 whatever, but what we can do is give you a payment advance on your wage. So what's gonna happen there is next month your pay, we're going to take that. Do you see what I'm saying, guys? That's how the convo went on for an hour. Long story short, and I got sick of it. Like towards 45 minutes, I just started getting sick. I started cutting her off. I know it's rude, but fam, I couldn't deal with it. It's like I can't. I'm like, okay, so it's a loan. Okay, send me the loan money then, cool. She's like, oh, I didn't approve it before this time, so it's gonna take. I'm just like, bro, give me my money. I'm leaving this place, bro. As soon as that money hits my bank account, I'm leaving this place because payday's gone by already. I'm done. Like for me, the last straw is this is the payday before Christmas. And you're gonna do me like that. That was it. I'm like, I can't work in a place like this. You know what I mean? And that's most places, but that was the last straw for me. I said, I'm leaving this place. Had another job lined up anyway, so I'm like, cool, I'm leaving this place, bro. Like a day later, next day, money hits my account. The day the money hits my account, I call in sick. I'm like, yep, cool, call in sick again the next day. And then when I felt like it, drove the van to the depot. No, before that, and then the main manager messages me saying, oh, Tankz, it seems like you don't want to work here. It seems like this, that, what you doing? I'm like, and I had a meeting with him on the Monday, but I didn't go in because I had something to do on Monday. So the Tuesday, he said, come in and have a meeting with me. Okay, cool, say nothing. Come in and meet with him. He thinks it's going to go so differently. They were shocked when I acted like this, bro. Because I had another job lined up and my YouTube thing was doing kind of well. I didn't care, you know? I didn't care. I felt like I was taking the power back, you know? It felt so good. It felt so good. I literally walk up in there. I'm like, the assistant manager was there. I'm like, hi to her. I'm like, hi, main manager, yeah. Hi, and I just say, there's the keys to that van. Because before this, I need to add this, guys. Sorry, I've been talking for a long time, but because before this, guys, all right, they're still trying to get me to go to Heathrow and pick up this van that they're charging me £2,000 for. It's not happening. I'm not doing it. There's no way. I've showed him. There is no way in hell I am picking up that van if that £2,000 charge is not removed. So do you know what the manager does? Big manager does. He gets annoyed and he applies he basically disciplinaries me. And it's like a system. I'm not gonna say the system, go into depth with the system, but if he did what he did again, then technically they'll be able to terminate my self-employment agreement, whatever. So it's him trying to flex his power. You know what I mean? I'm like, cool, whatever. This guy don't know I'm already out of here. But I'm playing the game though. So I message him when I see that. I'm like, really? Like, why did you do this? I'm playing the game. It's important, guys. Remember, you have to play the game in your job, bro. Play the game. It's all a game, especially in a big company. It's all a game. Doesn't matter what you're doing. Doesn't matter what. It's all a game. Right. So I go into the office, put the keys of that van, not the van's still in Heathrow, but I put the keys of the van that I borrowed off of them on the table and I say, yeah, that's it, I'm leaving. They're like, you want to terminate the agreement? I'm like, I'm not working here anymore. Like, I'm not doing this anymore. Like, here's the keys to your van that you left me with. There you go. And I just started walking out of the office and them lot were shocked. And then he's like, oh, well, he starts just talking nonsense. And then he got annoyed, you know, and then and keep in mind, guys, I'm remaining calm, you know, because I understand in these situations, it's not good for me in these situations. So I'm playing calm and I had the whole thing. I recorded the whole thing. I recorded all of the meetings I had in these places because you got to cover your back. Always cover yourself first. Always have your back covered, bro. So I'm recording the whole interaction, yeah? They don't know it, which is legal in the UK, by the way. The guy's like, if you don't go and get that van, we're going to send debt collectors to your house and this, like the guy's threatening, man, bro. I've got it on record. And then he's proper going mad. And I say his name. Can you relax, please? Can you calm down? Can you chill? And he's like, get out of my office. And I say, there's a woman in the room. Like, can you please calm down? The guy was proper mad, proper vexed. I just say, cheers, mate. Bye. All right. And I say bye to the woman manager because I never had no problem with her. She's cool. I walk out their office and I bust. I don't go out the door. I go into the main office where the managers are and I say goodbye to everyone in it because there were some good peoples there. And yeah, that was it. I just left after that. You know, that was it. Then I start getting emails. These lot try to bombard me with emails like, you need to go and collect this van. You need to do this. You need to do that. Bro, I slapped them I'm having 4 different upper managers sending me emails and stuff, bro. I didn't even use ChatGPT. This was straight from the heart. I sent them one long email saying all the evidence I had, saying all of this, bro, saying you're this, that. I forgot what I even said. I ended the email with, I hope I don't hear from any of you ever again. Bro, I ain't heard from any of them since then. Not one of them, not a peep. I ain't heard nothing from them. So that's what I'm telling you guys. Like, I think they chose the right option. I think they've been good. So I don't think I have to name the company, you know. As long as they don't come for me for that bread, we can leave that in the past, innit? But yeah, guys, when you go lidge, like if you were really living a life, you know, a life of not being on the right path, adapting to the legit environment, it's not difficult at all, because guys, you face 10 times worse, you know. Like when I'm dealing with these managers, I'm just like, it doesn't faze me at all. None of their tricks can work, because bro, you lot have no clue. You lot have no clue who I've dealt with. You lot have no idea. You know what I mean? You don't need to have any idea. Just pattern up. But yeah, one thing about that job is it did help me a lot, you know, being outside all the time, like interacting with over 100 people a day. Like it was very good for my development, you know what I mean? Because I'm autistic, so that forcing me out there, like it was good for me, you know. It's nothing but good for me, you know. When you're autistic, anything that puts you in a position where you're forced to socialize and interact with other people it does nothing but good for you. It's nothing but a good thing. And it was fun. It was actually fun. Like I enjoyed the job. I did enjoy the job. I just didn't enjoy the management, but I enjoyed the job. It was fun. I enjoyed getting better at it. But once I became good at it, it was just nah. And the way the managers were as well, like I'm not just saying this, guys, but I even had to pattern one of the managers. This was the same manager who I had to, you know, get out on the phone, bro. This guy's like, oh, see, he's your dad. And I'm like, bruv, listen, I know who my dad is, so this guy's not my dad. Don't say that. Like, we're not guys like that. And he never said it again. But cool. But this manager would tell me what the manager was saying behind the scenes, innit? And he said, oh, they not told you, like, they're saying you're the best driver in that area. I'm not just saying this, guys. I swear down, he told me this. He said, yeah, they're saying you're the best driver in the area, like this, that. Not one manager ever told me that. They don't understand how to boost morale. It's like, you're not trying to give me praise. That would have done nothing but motivate me to work even, you're not, but hey. Anyway, guys, I'm not a manager. I'm reading a book. Forget what it's called. I got halfway through it, but I stopped reading it a few months ago. I need to get back to it. It's a book that is like the art of management, you know? Like I need to learn that, because obviously you need to know how to manage people. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. If you do enjoy these type of videos, please be sure to give it a like. Chung Lee wants you guys to give it a like as well. Thank you guys so much for watching. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. Subscribe to the Clips channel for daily clips from the podcast and streams as well. I'll link it in the top of the description. And yeah, peace and love, everybody. Thank you.